We're driving towards Nikkaluokta, me and my brother, aiming to reach the Kebnekaise mountain station before the day is over. Just aim for Kiruna and you'll get there. We stopped at the Arctic Circle on the way. It's the latitude where, for part of the summer, the sun never sets. And of course, what is Swedish summer without some proper road constructions? After 600 kilometers or so, we finally reached Kiruna. Make a left and follow the road until it ends. Kebnekaise is Sweden's highest mountain, with two summits. The southern peak, which is covered by a shrinking glacier, and the northern peak, which is solid rock. Because the glacier keeps melting, the northern peak is now the higher of the two. There are several routes leading towards the mountain, but the most common is the Western Trail. The Western Trail starts at the Kebnekaise mountain station and runs about 9 kilometers one way. It doesn't require climbing gear, but it does demand a solid fitness and respect for rapidly changing mountain weather.
Det är fan livsviktigt.
Det här hade kunnat sluta i katastrof.
Jag får gå tillbaka. Vandring va?
Ja. Alla system.
After synchronizing watches, we started the 19-kilometer hike from Nikkaluokta towards the Kebnekaise mountain station. The first 5 kilometers or so are in very easy terrain, flat, simple and pretty straightforward to walk. Never mind carry drinking water. Fresh water is available almost everywhere from the mountain streams you pass along the way. After a while you reach the lake Ladjujaure, where you can cut the hike short with a boat ride if you want to. But if you want a real experience, in my opinion, you walk. The lake looks white because it's filled with glacier silt. Fine particles carried down from the ice that stays suspended and gives the water its pale color. From here the trail gets a little bit rougher. More rocks and uneven ground that makes it more difficult to keep pace. If you opted for the boat ride, this is where you will get off. further towards the mountain station you get, the more spectacular the scenery gets. And finally, after about 4 hours and 40 minutes, we reached the mountain station. We managed to secure a campsite with pretty decent views. Even though the morning gave us clear, beautiful weather, we could see that the rain was on its way. We waited it out, shared one last meal, and once it had passed, we set up for a nighttime summit attempt. The forecast showed clear skies over Kebnekaise during the night. This is a pretty good representation for how steep it is. You can see the two hikers coming down from up above. The conditions were less than ideal, to say the least. Man hade varit lite cool och ta upp dem. Han hade med sig skitlätt. As you can probably tell by my heavy breathing, this part is pretty steep. And this is not the steepest part, by far. A short break getting ready for the final part. After 5 hours and 40 minutes and 1,604 meters of elevation, we reached the summit. And even though the visibility were pretty poor, you can clearly see how steep it is. On the descent we at least got to see a magnificent sunset. I don't know if you can tell, but I was pretty exhausted at this point. And this is with 7 kilometers of pretty steep descent left to go. I didn't film anymore after this point. It took all of my strength to get back to the campsite in one piece. It took me and my brother 10 hours and 50 minutes to get back and forth to the summit. The next morning, after another horrible nights of sleep, we packed up camp and started the 19-kilometer journey back to Nikkaluokka. This time around in the pouring rain and with blisters on our feet.
Hallå, står. Hallå.
When we finally got back to the car after roughly 60 kilometers of hiking and about 2,500 meters of elevation gain over 3 days, I was completely done. But now, sitting here and editing the footage, I can't wait to hit the trails again. A special shout out to my brother for helping me push through every step of it. Thank you so much for watching, and take good care of your feet.